everyone, this is Chandni Singh and welcome to my channel. Today's video is very important because I am going to show you swatches of all the foundations of Nykaa's newly launched Skin Shield Anti-Pollution Foundation. Okay, so I'll be honest, I haven't even swatched a single color. I haven't touched any of them yet. I've just been seeing a lot of videos on Instagram, and of course everyone has really nice things to say about it. I got a little leaflet in it and it says Nykaa Skin Shield Anti-Pollution Foundation, available in 15 shades, and they've mentioned all the names, and like I can see, I mean, they've given a little swatch card for all the foundation shades, where I can see a pink tone, I can see olive tones, of course I can see warm and yellow undertones as well. And they also say make it yours because it shields against environment pollution. It has antioxidants and vegetable glycerine which provide deep hydration and support skin elasticity. African and Enantia chlorantha bark extracts give an efficient oil control formula, which would mean that this works for oily skin as well. It has a luxurious matte and natural finish, and now this is something I'm really curious about, though personally I prefer more of dewy illuminating foundations. And of course they also say that it has seamless buildable coverage and a creamy feathery feel. These are priced at $7.99, and when they had launched it, which was almost a month ago, I think they were even offering a discount. I don't know if the discount's still there or not. So let's start with me showing you every color, and of course I'm going to tell you at the end of the video which is my color. My eye makeup is already done, and I'm just gonna quickly conceal and correct, and I'm going to show you a few swatches on my cheeks. So before I move forward, for all those who are watching me for the first time, I'm Chandni Singh. I'm a hair and makeup artist based in New Delhi. My studio is in Lajpat Nagar. I have my own bridal studio. I have a makeup school where I train students for professional makeup. I also have my own brand by the name of Csessentials, and we have our own range of lashes, beauty blenders, makeup, spatulas and plates. We also have a lot of brush belts, brushes of various brands, Tento products, Iwata products, Real Technique brushes, Crown brushes from the US, everything original. We also sell LA Girl and Makeup Revolution, and I can give you that assurance that if you are buying it from my website, you're going to get all authentic international products as well. So today, while I'm going to swatch all these colors for you, so a lot of colors are not me, of course, but I just wanted to give everyone a feel of the color. So maybe if you are that complexion, the color might work for you. I am starting with the first color right here in front of me, and this is called Pretty Porcelain, and the shade is 01. I'm also using Nykaa's foundation brush. So as you can see, of course this is not my color, right, and this is for somebody who would be really pale. And as I glide the foundation, I like the feel of it, but what I really want to see is if their foundations are self-setting or not. And as I said, I'm not very fond of matte foundations. I like it if they are more of a semi-matte finish. So far it just feels good. It glided on my skin with complete ease, but remember, my skin is really well hydrated and moisturized at the time. I have used the Embryolisse Cream, plus I have used the ELIXIR Sharp Pink Blush Serum on my skin. I also used a primer, however I do feel that now that I'm going to remove it, I'm not going to be reapplying the primer until I apply my own color. So there you go, this is the first foundation. So this is shade number 2, and the color that I have used right now is Very Vanilla. So if I had to talk about shade number 1, it clearly has a pink undertone. It's also for really fair Indian complexion. Shade number 2, which is very vanilla, has a yellow undertone to it, and it would work brilliantly. Right now when I feel my skin also, this feels really good. The texture seems really nice. This is shade number 3, it's called the Frisky Creme, and this clearly again has a very distinctive pink undertone. So shade 4 is Rose Beige, and in all the colors that I've said that have pink undertones, this one seems to have a very distinctive, strong pink undertone to it. Shade 5 is Nude Delight. This also has a slight pink undertone to it. This is shade 6 and this is called Warm Nude. And I don't know, I get a feeling this is very close to my skin tone. However, I'm gonna swatch all the colors and then I'm gonna decide which one is mine. But yes, it's getting close to my skin tone now. Shade 7 is Hot Honey. I love the names that they've given. A very distinctive yellow undertone to it. Just kind of patting it with the same foundation brush. Shade 8 is Pure Olive. And did I ever tell you that I like to paint myself a tone darker? And I'm quite loving this color on myself. I'm moving on to my right cheek because my left cheek has become a little sore now. So the color that I'm applying now is Desert Honey, and this is shade 9. So before I move forward, I just want to say this, that shade 8 was darker than shade 9. So it's not important that in a foundation series, if the number is lesser, it's going to be lighter. In fact, it could be darker, like shade 8 is darker here and 9. That's purely because of the undertone of the foundation. Moving on to the next color, it's shade 10. It's called the Golden Hour. And that is what Golden Hour looks like on my skin. This has a slight pink undertone to it, very slight. Shade 11 is Toasty Caramel. And the foundations are now getting warmer. And I think this would look lovely on somebody who is wheatish or dusky skin tone. Shade 12 is True Toffee. Shade 13 is Foxy Chestnut. I am so loving all the shades that they have made. I think absolutely brilliant. Shade 14 is Mystic Maple, and oh my god, I am so happy to see this color right here with the Nykaa foundations. I think India really needed to wake up to brands making the right colors for Indian skin tones, and I can just say by the way it looks that yes, this would work brilliantly for really deep skin tones. Shade 15 is Mighty Mocha. and that's the darkest color available with the Nykaa Skin Genius foundations. So there you go, guys. I am a shade 9, which is Desert Honey, and I am just going to do my foundation routine in front of you. I've already prepped and primed my skin, and I'm also using the foundation brush that Nykaa sent me with the box. So I won't deny that I really like shade 8 on myself also, and shade 8 was a tone darker. So always remember, like right now when I've just patted my foundation, I can still see 2 small little sunspots that I have on my skin. The moment I'm going a shade darker on my skin tone, every little spot and mark just hides by itself, and that's the reason why I like to keep my skin tone a shade darker, because the darker foundation kind of hides every tiny little blemish or spot that you have on your skin. At the moment, I had just concealed my under eyes, and I had just applied a little bit on the corners of my lips as well. Just pushing and patting it into my skin. Remember, my skin is very well hydrated. This foundation is a semi-matte finish, and remember, if your skin is not well hydrated, you might have issues to blend it. However, still, considering that it is a matte foundation, I think it blends pretty well. I mean, I'm not really struggling. However, please note that I'm trying to stick to a foundation brush sent to me by Nykaa. If I had to, otherwise I would also kind of use a buffing brush on my skin to blend this perfectly. I am just kind of going to take it, but I actually really always like to also use a flat foundation brush in this movement on my skin. I always rub it on top of my ears as well, and look at that foundation. The color looks like second skin. Right, really easy to blend. I'm not struggling with it at all. Just trying to be careful with my eyebrows that have been done. So there you go, that's my entire foundation routine done. And I have also just highlighted my under eye just a little bit. I haven't applied too much of concealer. I use the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer in shade Ginger. I've applied the tiniest amount because I wanted to see how the foundation is. And right now I haven't powdered my skin. I haven't set my foundation in place. But because it is summertime, yes, I would like to apply a little bit of powder always to set. Like, so say even when a foundation is self-setting, I do apply the tiniest amount of powder. Under eye will have to be set just a little bit because I have lines. I'm 42, guys, so I have my lines on my under eyes, and there are younger people who have lines. So I don't want the foundation to kind of get into the crease lines and everything. So I'm going to set it with very light powder now. However, before I set it, it was not a problem to blend this foundation at all, considering that it is matte. However, you can see my skin is glowing, but remember, when I hydrate my skin, I hydrate it really well. I apply Embryolisse, and then I apply my ELIXIR Shop Pink Serum Oil. So I don't know how much you hydrate it, but I'm somebody who's got very dry skin, and ideally I do not like to use a very matte foundation. I like to use matte foundations on clients who get really oily, or women who kind of complain that I shine too much and my foundation slips away. That's the kind of skin I do not like to apply an illuminating foundation on. But I really like the feel of this foundation, and I feel for $7.99 it's an absolute steal. Available in India, and I think it's about time that we really start giving Indian brands due credit. So there you go, guys. I'm back with my entire routine done. I know there'll be lots of questions about what am I wearing, so I applied a Chanel loose powder on myself, and I have used the Benefit Hoola Contour, and I used the Too Faced blush in something about berry, And I'm using Essentials lashes in style Amy. These are priced at 175 rupees. I also patted my foundation a little bit with the Essentials Beauty Blender. And on my lips, I'm just using a lip liner and gloss. So I've used the LA Splash lip liner in shade Rustification, and I've topped it with a nude gloss. And for my highlighter, I'm using my all-time favorite, the M.A.C Soft and Gentle. So if I really had to give my review right now, even after powder application, I do not feel dry at all. And of course, I won't deny that I've amped up my illuminator on the skin. However, my skin is very, very dry, and I would always feel, I usually try and stay away from matte foundations. In fact, the only matte foundation so far that has really worked for me is the Fenty Beauty in a high-end version. And even when I look at this, also remember the amount of powder I applied on my skin was really, really less, and I've hydrated my skin a tad bit extra than what I usually do. And I feel regular women do not hydrate their skin enough. In fact, I feel women with oily skin are more oily because you do not give your skin the moisturizer or the face oil that it needs. Alright, so my review is that I love this foundation, and I'm a shade 9 as I mentioned, and I hope you find your shade. Please stop painting yourself white, girls. When you paint yourself white, you look even darker, right? In case you're looking for professional makeup training or even personal makeup classes, you can always get in touch with my academy. Yes, we take one-on-one personal makeup sessions, we do group workshops as well, and in case you're somebody who's confused about how to do your everyday makeup, you can always get in touch with us. I'll be leaving the academy numbers and address. You can always follow us on Instagram. Chandni Singh Studio is my handle, and I also have online detailed courses for people looking for professional makeup training and who cannot come to us. You can always see these videos, and trust me, you will not be disappointed. I know a lot of people keep telling me that there is so much information on YouTube. See one video of mine and you will change your opinion. Take care, guys.